People's Progressive Party, Civic, have proven time and time again that they are not the best government for Guyana or for Guyanese. They have proven that they're not the best government for Guyana because they're selling our beautiful country out. The country that our ancestors fought, lost lives and limbs for, they are just selling it out to the internationals for cheap and for tax holidays. For average Guyanese, the people that are living at and for average Guyanese, teachers, nurses, police, soldiers, phlebotomists, microscopists, lab technician, nurse aides, pharmacists, police sergeants, corporal, first lieutenant, second lieutenant, cleaners, and cell staff. For you people, the PPP have clearly proven that they are not the best government for you. The People's Progressive Party, Civic, are anti-working class, anti-human resource, and anti-Guyanese development. I want you guys to be fully aware that this country, the wealth of this country, multiplied 5 times what it was under the APNU AFC. And you guys need to ask yourself, what does 5 times the money that you have equal to? It's a whole lot more. You could do a whole lot more with that kind of money. What is really changing in your life? What is really changing your home? How much is your house transformed? Did you afford a car in the past 5 years under the People's Progressive Party, Civic? And no, I'm not speaking to the affiliates and the cohorts of One Guyana that are swimming in money out the wazoo, swimming in free wealth, because the government of Guyana, the PPP, who I'm telling you is not good for this country, believe good governance is buying our brothers and sisters out with their constitutional right with money that is already theirs. And when they give the money to our brothers and sisters that is already theirs, they believe good governance is because a few men are going to come out and say the PPP government is the best. Look at all these roads, look at all this infrastructure, which other government ever built so much a road, when these men know very well that the earnings of this country has transcended and has jumped drastically in the past 5 years. They have earned more money in the past 5 years than all governments as a collective from the 70s. They have earned more money than Guyana has earned prior in the past 5 years. This is what I want you to understand. But how has that translated to you as a working class man? I'm not speaking about the crappy roads that they build in front of you and they try to make that to just bundle that into the per capita investment that they make into citizens. Me not speaking about that. How much did it translate into you being able to build a home for yourself, buy up transportation for yourself, return some sort of compensate to your parents that invested their lives into getting you educated? How has it translated into that, brothers and sisters? And if the answer is not really much, then you know PPP is not the best party to run this country, not with the current states of affairs. You look at the business sector. Our mom and pop store, our Guyanese people, our Indo brothers and sisters that used to once dominate the business sector are now forced to close down their businesses. There's a woman in Linden I know on Greenard Street. She had to close her business and run because the Chinese have pushed her out of business because of tax holidays. Because of overproduction in China. China has flooded many markets. This is why the United States have a problem with China. But does our great government, the PPP, have a problem with them? No. They continue to bring them in. They dominate the business sector now, brothers and sisters. Indo-Stan brothers and sisters. I used to love to come to your stores. I get the best prices at your stores. Now we're going to the Chinese. They're reluctant even to give you receipts. The prices are fluctuating. Nothing like when the Indo-Stan used to run the business sector in this country. The PPP is not good for this country. You look at what's going on with our bauxite. 214% increase in productivity. 1% given to the workers. How could PPP be best for this country? How could we be extracting so much more? The host country. How can we be giving up so much more? And it doesn't translate to the pockets of the people that are part owners of all the resources. Are you telling me PPP is the best government to run this country? This is what you're telling me? When they're clearly anti-working class, anti-human resource, anti-Guyanese. They're only for Guyanese if they could control you. If they could buy your conscience quickly, they're for you. If you don't have any major plans to be in big powerful positions, they can control you. They take you in with open arms. But if you have a lot of ambition, you stand up like a man and you speak to men as men, they got a big problem with you. Because this government is an autocracy. It's a dictatorship. They don't like any opposition. Opposition and LT discourse and LT debates are the gateway to new plans and vision and transcendence of what we have today. And these men don't like oppositions. So I'm telling you, the People's Progressive Party, Civic, are not the best party to run this country. The electricity bill that they are saying that they're going to slash in half, my Linden people know that it has doubled under this administration last year and early this year. They're not the best. They don't care about Guyanese people. They care about selling perception. So they retain power. So they continue to run this country in this dysfunctional way. While they continue to save for only God knows what. I think these men supposed to have enough money by now. And the conscience supposed to be eating at them and saying, let's deal with Guyanese people fairly. Maybe that is why they decide to throw a little pittance at our brothers and sisters in these forms of contracts. But all that is a charade. Because truth be told, 48% of you guys still at the poverty line. Though we have so much wealth. Most of you guys still don't own lands in the country you're born. Though we have so much wealth. Most of you guys have been put in government constructed homes that are flooded. That was poorly done. And you're paying high money for it. These people are exploiting us in so many means. This is why you see, I would say, the people them that know what's going on and they join the PPP, they're selling out. Because the PPP are clearly selling the country out. This country is not good in the hands, it's not safe in the hands of the PPP. Just imagine the Canadian company building airstrips so they can extract flights of gold. The bauxite company in Linden now dumping the extracts, raw material straight into the ships. You don't know if it's gold, we don't know if it's bauxite, we don't know if it's bauxite, we don't know if it's iron ore, we don't know if it's uranium, we don't know if it's cobalt, we don't know if it's comet, we don't know if it's coltan, we don't know. And this is the government you guys believe is the government that is gonna protect our Guyana and make sure the resources beneath our feet are there for our next generations. These men are on a fast-paced extraction of our resources because these men want to enrich themselves. These men don't care about this country because I'm sure they own lands in many foreign countries and properties, too many of them. So if things go bad in Guyana, they just up and leave. Everything that they're selling out in this country, our land, to the Chinese so they can build up prime real estate, all these big mega hotels that Guyanese are not benefiting from, the oil contract that they said that they were going to renegotiate, and now all of a sudden it's contract sanctity, and even the clause in the contract that was supposed to protect Guyana against oil spill, they don't even want to fight that in court. This government is great at selling perception, but they're not the best government when it comes to an equitable, fair, inclusive Guyana where no bureaucracy, no politician don't control whether you win or whether you lose. PPP are an autocracy and a dictatorship, and if we allow them to run this country for the next 5 years, we are going to be in a terrible position because the oil is going to continually be extracted the way it is and we're not going to get anything from it. The bauxite productivity is going to continue to go up. We're not going to get anything from it. They're going to continue to sell out our prime real estate until eventually we're going to be gentrified. The same way they compulsorily acquire the people lands in locations where they side fit to build wherever it is they want to build. Guyanese brothers and sisters, let's vote common sense and let's vote logic. Let's make sure we take some of this power away from this government, because you can clearly see they're not acting in the best interest of 90%, but they act in the best interest of the 3 and feed pittance to the rest who dare to spin their rhetoric. This is an Eternity Enterprise presentation. Y'all stay safe.